They smiled at every holiday dinner while quietly selling pieces of my life behind my back. I found out my family betrayed me because my phone wouldn't stop buzzing during my mother's funeral. It was supposed to be a quiet day. Gray sky, cheap folding chairs, the smell of wet grass. I was standing next to my father, listening to the pastor talk about loyalty and sacrifice, when my phone lit up with a bank alert, then another, and another. Withdrawals, large ones. At first I thought it was a mistake. Grief makes your brain slow. I ignored it until my cousin leaned over and whispered, "You should check your phone. People are freaking out online." After the service, I opened my email. There were notifications from real estate sites, credit agencies, even a moving company, all tied to my name, or rather tied to my signature. Only I hadn't signed anything. My mother had been sick for a year, cancer. I moved back home to help, sleeping on a mattress in my childhood room, putting my career on pause. During that time, my parents insisted I simplify things. They said it would be easier if I added them to my accounts, just in case something happened to me too. I trusted them. They were my parents. What I didn't know was that my mother had already convinced my siblings that I was unstable, that I was spending recklessly, that I'd probably disappear after she died and leave everyone else to clean up the mess. So they made a plan. While I was busy cooking meals and managing medications, my family was selling my car, liquidating my savings, and listing my condo, all for my own good. They even created a shared folder with spreadsheets, tracking how much they'd recovered from my mistakes. My mother's phone was locked, but my sister knew the passcode. She handed it to me at the reception with a look that felt rehearsed. Inside were text threads I wasn't supposed to see, messages joking about how clueless I was, about how easy it was to use love as leverage. My father didn't deny it when I confronted him that night. He just said, "We did what families do. We protected ourselves." I left the house before sunrise. The next few weeks were a blur of lawyers, paperwork, and humiliation. My credit was wrecked. Friends looked at me differently after seeing my condo listed under distressed sale. My siblings blocked me everywhere. That's when the twist came from the last place I expected. My mother's oncologist called me, said there was an envelope addressed to me, found in her office safe. Apparently, during one appointment, months before things got bad, my mother asked him to witness a document. She'd been lucid, sharp, afraid. Inside the envelope was a handwritten confession. She admitted everything, the lies, the manipulation, the plan to reclaim my assets before I could waste them. She ended it with one sentence that still burns. "If they go through with this, let the truth ruin them." Attached was a notarized affidavit and copies of recorded phone calls. My mother had secretly recorded my father and siblings discussing the fraud, arguing about who deserved what share of my life. The case didn't take long. The sales were reversed, the accounts restored, my siblings were charged. My father lost his job when the scandal hit local news. The house they fought over sold to cover legal fees. They tried reaching out after. Apologies, excuses, grief blamed for everything. I didn't respond. Now I live quietly, rebuilding piece by piece. Some nights I still think about that funeral, about how they cried so convincingly, and I've learned something I wish I'd known sooner. Sometimes betrayal isn't loud. Sometimes it's organized, spreadsheeted, and carried out by the people who taught you what trust was supposed to mean.